This is my director's commentary for question 1 in the evaluation.
Where have your ideas came from?
My ideas came from such dramas such as Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes, as a person has one life but wakes up in a different life, and it's all about them coping with that. And that's just the stories, the narrative of it is just in the first 30 seconds, which we try to do ourselves. Also, ideas came from actual Lego animation itself, like I went on sites and stuff on YouTube, on the internet, just looked at how Lego animation was done, and we put that element into like the Life on Mars kind of thing. And most of it was quite creative, as we came up with most ideas of it ourselves. So,
How different are your products to real media products?
they were different. They were very different in some aspects. Like media conglomerates like the BBC would have proper equipment and technology to achieve what we try to achieve ourselves, and they would have been professional. I mean, this is the first time we've done it, so we didn't have all the technology. We didn't have an idea of what exactly it should end up like. We just kind of experimented, kind of gambled, you could say. But also an aspect, it was like real media products, as we had the computers and the cameras and the basic equipment to achieve something like that in like the most basic form. We could do that, and that's what we carried out.
To what extent has your idea been original?
I believe our idea was very original, as Lego and TV coming together, not that I know of, has never been done before, so that was a very original thing to put those two together and mix it with everyday events as well. So it's never been done before. We gambled, and that's what we tried to do, because we wanted to create. We had spoke before we started the coursework, and we wanted to produce something that would be very original, and I believe we've done that, mixing Lego with TV and everyday events. So,
to what extent has entropy been used?
we use quite a lot of entropy in our media products, as you didn't expect Lego to be mixed with actual humans, and the fact that it starts off with Lego, and then this Lego character who's like meant to be a superhero turns into some schoolboy. That was very entropic, as when we showed it to the class and the target audience, they were, I wouldn't say confused, but very shocked, and they liked the originality of it, the way we did that. So you could say our media product's very entropic.
To what extent has redundancy been used?
Even though we wanted our media products to be very entropic, it also involved quite a lot of redundancy, as it was based in a school with a schoolboy. Like the target audience were school kids between 5 and 11. He's a good guy, spheres of action, so we weren't going to make the main character a bad guy, so we kept with that idea of him being a good guy. Todorow's theory, good and bad. We had the good guy, we had the bad guy, so very redundant there. But you could say entropy came in there when the bad guy actually defeats the good guy. And the ideas of the program itself were redundant, like to appeal to the target audience, it had to be set in a school, it had to contain stuff that the target audience could relate to, like bullies, teachers, homework, all the kind of stuff a new high school student would be going through, we put in there so they could relate to it. So from that point of view, it was very redundant.
What is the overall effect on using these on your audience?
The overall effect was to make something redundant the target audience could relate to, which so they could talk about with their friends, they could understand the text itself, but also put loads of twists in there just to keep them engaged. You could say, like an idea of something old and something new, and mixing that together to make something different, you could say, for the target audience to appeal to. They would also be intrigued to watch it because they'd like the main character. There's somebody they could relate to. He goes through all this twists and plots in the story, which will keep them entertained, keep them engaged, and yeah.
You might want to cut that little bit out. Yeah.
Just
Challenging forms and conventions is possibly dangerous. Why?
well, you could say if a kid doesn't like Lego, or if some kids might not even know what Lego is, they're not going to understand it, they're not going to enjoy it, they're not going to want to watch it because they don't understand the context in our media product. So the target market wouldn't understand it, which would be a huge problem. But we went with this idea to create this kind of entropic, twisted effect because we thought it would appeal the target audience. And we had to take some clips of the media product out because we knew the target audience would understand it. Like there was a clip where we had a map of the earth behind to show that he's moved in time, and we also had a book as well going through child development as he was a hero now as a child, but we had to take those out. I mean, they were good ideas, our teacher liked the way we put those ideas in, but we had to take them out because we knew the target audience might not understand it, and if they don't understand it, they won't enjoy it.
Following forms and conventions is possibly dangerous. Why?
Because the target audience, or might not have to be the target audience, have seen that before, seen the idea, not in the exact same generic product we put it in, but in something else, but it's just seen before, because the ideas of the spheres of action, good and bad, it's all been done before, so they might find it boring, same as everything. They won't enjoy it, they'll just think it's another one of whatever they saw last time, won't enjoy it.
How did your audience research direct your creativity?
Well, first thing we did was start to look at children's TV dramas on YouTube and stuff, but before we could even do that, when we had the idea of using Lego animation, we went on the Lego website, and the age range for kids was 3 to 12 plus. So we kind of had the basic outline of our target audience. Then we started watching children's TV dramas between that age range as well, and we could see that, like Tracy Beaker, for example, you have the main character in it, and it shows a short little narrative story of her life within that few 20 to 30 seconds. So that's how we got our ideas to carry out what we did.
Why to do what you did?
Well, after several class discussions and everybody went off to do what they wanted to do, being a music video children's TV drama, our teacher told us nobody had ever done stop motion animation before, so we thought we'd gamble and give it a go, because we like to try new things. And the idea of Lego, it's something all kids enjoy, and it's something you can put into stop frame animation quite easily. And then we linked that with, obviously, the main character, Jordan, in the school.
How did audience research direct your research into similar text?
Not meant to be talking.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue what that means.
Just say. How did audience research direct your research into similar text?
Well, when we typed in Lego animation, or stop frame animation for that, on Google, thousands of results came up for Lego animation. It was hard to narrow it down to what we wanted. There's so much Lego animation out there, plenty of ideas, and it was something we could relate to easily, as it was so big elsewhere, and that's about it. That's all you feel.
Do you want to say thank you for listening?